Hello, welcome back to AJP Garden Machines, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at stihl ts350 Super. So yeah, I haven't put a video out for a bit. Hopefully I've got a sort of schedule now which I can stick to. I'm going to try and get 2 videos done today, and then if I get 2 done today, that covers me for the weekend I'm in work. So yeah, Sunday I'm dedicating now to in the shed, should we say. Let's get some of these projects done. More videos for you lot. We're on near enough 460, so near enough halfway there to be monetized. I'm over halfway there on the hours as well, so the channel's doing well. Just need to start putting videos out. So yeah, big shout to Henry. Let me just grab this and then I can actually see. There you go, Henry, big dog. That's that. Yeah. So, I'm going to do this. It does run. It don't like to stop, so I'm not going to start it in this video because it was right pain to stop. There's something wrong with the switch, and it's also got fuel leak. But what I'm going to do is, in this video, I'm going to be stripping it all down, prepping it ready for paint. I want to repaint this one. It's a nice machine. Runs very good. It does. So yeah, strip it down, repaint it, give it a good service, and try and figure out what I can do with the tank. Probably going to have to get some sealant. If I can't get a new tank, I'm going to have a look, see if I can get a new tank for it. But if I can't get a new tank, probably going to be some sealant or something along the lines. So if you are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's down there. Yeah, down there. Subscribe button, the little bell notification right next to it so you know every time I upload. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Let's get into it. Right, so here's the machine. Have a quick closer look at it. So, as you can see, it's not in bad condition, but you know, I think it'll just set it off, just cleaning it right up. Need to get a new blade for it, because this has got like a stone cutting blade on, just a normal one. Could be metal there, not 100% sure. But I'll show you where the fuel leaks from. The fuel leaks from here. It is still a bit damp. There's not much left in there, to be fair. It looks like someone has tried modifying it. So if we can get some petrol resistant gasket sealer along that line, and hopefully we can do something with that. We'll see. So yeah, we'll start taking it apart now. The majority of are a T27, the nuts. You know what's holding the cases on. But there's an odd one, I think they've been changed to an Allen key. One in the bottom there. And there's one round this side as well. There. He's missing a few nuts, so can get some. So what I'll do, switch over to the camera up there. And put you on a bit of time lapse just to remove the bolts, and then we'll see what's what. Right, let's crack on with it. So, with one T27 there. Let's get a magnet part tray. Down here, another, it's an Allen key, should, there is a few bolts missing, so I'm going to have to sort that out. There's a little socket in there. I just want, there we go, it would help if I put it on right, wouldn't it? Come on. There we go. And there it was. That's not the original either, as you can see. It's not the original. So, needs a tad bit of a cleaning there. And that'll be repainted as well. It's quite dirty. I'll be repainted as well. So what I'm going to do for the time being is keep the screws where they come out of, because finding, otherwise I'm going to have to mix something up for it to, you know, sort it. So for the time being, I'll just leave them where they am, because it could be slightly out of whack. So that's that side. What we'll do now is take the cover off for this. That's also got something which I stock. So just whack that off. That's Allen again. So I'm guessing, because it is just guesswork, never took one of these apart, get these off. It should work like a chainsaw, that bit, I reckon. There we go, found it. So 2 17mm bolts there. A bit of a pain to come off, probably because it's got pressure on this too that way. There we go. So it's them two. And what now? What holds it on now? So that looks like it's going to come off. Oh, yeah, that has come off. So now I'll just disconnect the belt, pull that in there, and there's a motor bit, and there's a cutting bit. The belt looks good. You can see the belt's not too bad. Yeah, that'll have a clean up and respray, so we'll just put that to the one side for now. With this bit, that's the clutch. Bit of movement in there. I wonder if that's meant to be that one. I'll have a look into that. Bit of movement there. It did work, it did spin round as well, so we'll have a look. Let's take off the air filter, 10mm. Give me a 10mm, 2 bolts right on the back here. Two 10mm bolts with a washer. That's that. The filter don't look too bad for a disc saw. That looks pretty clean. I've got the other filter, so this has got 2 filters. There we go, like that. There's a lot of, you know, brick dust, which you expect. So let's get that out road. What should we take off? Let's temp the exhaust. Now when I got this, I did soak all the bolts, so hopefully it plays ball. Okay, that was quite nice. But as we know, do not count your chickens, because you'll get to 1 bolt and it will not come out. I'll whack that off. them too. And then there's a gasket. The gasket's just dropped out. Put that there. And I'll take off this. Looks like another 10mm. 10mm just there. And where I can, I'll just pop the bolts back on so we know where they come off. So the exhaust, that'll be resprayed, cleaned up and resprayed. Not sure whether to go silver or black yet. We'll have a look what it comes as factory, but I've got both high temperature paints in that colour, so we'll see. So that's that. I don't know how far I'm going to strip down. I know I need to get to the tank, so we'll take off this now. Which is another 2 T27s. Yeah, these, see, there we go. Easier said than done sometimes. There we go, that one's cracked. There we go, that one's cracked. I'll just take off these two, and hopefully this thing comes off there. One, two. I'm in there. 100% sure how that's holding on still, so we'll carry on stripping down more. We'll take this one out the top now. Disconnect that. Oh, that one's going to be a bit of a pain. There we go. A little washer on top. Okay, so that's getting loose. That must slide out by the feel of it. Get that out of the way. Have a look around this side. Looks like it does just slide. There we go. Slides out. There's a switch. So the switch does look like it's in need of a bit of work. It's an older switch. If we can put a modern switch on, probably work better, and all that will be cleaned up and resprayed. As you can see inside, it's totally knackered. Oh yeah, let's carry on. We'll take the carb off, give it a clean, even though it was running perfectly fine. Still give it a, you know, a quick clean. Not really going to go into it because I know it runs. It started perfect. It did. So, alright, okay, we've got two more right down in the carb. So hopefully I can get these two. I could do get some long reach bits. I see some pain. There's that one broke. Let's try and break this one loose. Yeah, there we go. What I'll do now is just whack these two off. Just put it there. It's just a pain because you have to pull it out every now and again because it's not. It's a longer bit as well. So the plan of action is just. I know it's janky, but if it works, it works. So what I've done is just put a couple of extensions onto there. There's one. There's two. That's that off. I don't know if the metal bit comes off yet. It does. So like that. To hold the air filter box on. Like so. That's another bit clean. I'll just be careful because that's got a gasket on there. If I can get a new one I will, but if not I will remove it and just give it a clean and not use carb clean inside there. Right then, so that's that off. We am going to have to strip this down pretty much all of it, you know, to get this tank. What we'll do now is take off the carb if we can. I hate these ones what do this. Let's get a 10mm spanner, looking what we need, and I'll order it today. I'll be right here for the next part, which hopefully will be next week. Next part will, so I'll order the parts in. They'll be here for next week. Does anyone know about the stihl colour as well? Like if I can actually get some stihl colour paint, what's close enough to it? The orange. If you do know somewhere, please let me know. My email's in the description, or just comment it down in the comments of a video. And also, if you want one of my stickers, please email me up and I'll send you one out to you, no worries. And if you've got a sticker, you could send me one. We do have a couple of new stickers which I'll show you at the end of this video on the board. Well, it's not really just a board anymore, it's part of a shed, it's a wall, should we say. I hate these ones which I'm like this. I have to a little bit at a time. Come on. Got to be almost loose now. Oh, there's that bit off. I think we've got that one as well, and we're going to have a gasket here. If I can get a new gasket kit, I will do, because this one's looking pretty shabby. If I can't, we'll have to just stick with it. And here's the gasket. It has just been made by gasket paper, though. You can just remake one. There's a gasket. It's not too bad, I reckon it will clean them. It's not tore, that's a good thing. That's out. Just disconnect the fuel pipe. There we go. That block come off. And what I'll do is just put the bolts back on. Like so. So that will come off some. Yeah, it's 4 flatheads. I don't really want to mess with flatheads. Well, man, let's have a quick look at that piston. Get into the line. Oh yeah, that's nice and clean, that is. Definitely. Yeah, it's nice and clean. So let's try and figure out how to get the tank off. We'll put the carb over to one side. I've got a gasket at the other there as well. I'll put it over to the other side. Which one's this? Not too sure. This looks like a confusing carb. Yep. Put that on there. So let's see if we can get this tank now. Figure out the tank issue. So the original belts are there. But it looks like this tank might actually be casted to the whole lot. Looking at it, yeah, I think it is. So for us to sort out this tank, it is quite a bit of work. So we won't be able to get a new tank because of it being part of the casting. So we'll have to make this tank work somehow. So if anyone knows any products I could use to seal the tank, was not going to just evaporate away once you put fuel in it, because that's the problem with some of the silicons and stuff. It needs to be petrol resistant, don't it? Somebody has tried to, you know, dodge it up just using some bolts on the bottom, which aren't the best of options really. This one looks like it might have been original. I don't know. Yeah, it is part of the casting. See that? I'm not 100% sure if that's original because that's got a bolt on the end there. Probably a 6. Even an 8 again. 8mm. I'll tell you one thing, it's lashing it down. Last week it was all roasting hot and I know whether it turned at the end of the week. But winter's well and truly on its way. So alright. Keep that little bracket with it. If that comes off, it should do. Yep. See, you can see where it's all leaking from. Back onto there. We've got a few more bolts here. There. I don't know what was on that, but it looked like there was something on. Right over that side, all them together. Yeah, so definitely it's going to be a splitting job. A bit more work than I was expecting, but let's get it done. So I'm going to have to take the flywheel off, take the piston out, take the clutch off. I'm not sure if that's right. As much as I can in there, so it's all over the place, so it's not just putting pressure on one part. That side's off. I have to get a puller onto that to pull that off. We'll do it the old fashioned way. I don't think I'm going to get a puller onto that. Put it back onto there. Just so it's raised a bit. Grab the hammer and just pry underneath. Try that chisel. Just be careful when you're doing this. A bit harder because that back one's still on. You don't want to smush it too much. Okay, now. There we go, done it. Just put that bolt back off. Right. Pull bolts off. There we go, flywheel off. Needed clean anyway. So put that there. Put a bolt on top. Keyway still in there. Let's get the coil out. So that needs a good old clean. Got 2 little washers on there as well. 2 little washers. Right, do just get them sort it off, and all down to the bottom. Hopefully, how does this come off? Does it just unscrew like normal? No, it's not going to unscrew. It's going to be a case of pulling that off. There we go. I'll re-put that back on in a bit. Well, not in a bit, but you know. Put them there. Little bongs. Again, it's just a case of being careful pulling it up. There's going to be an earth cable, which is here. Then get that little bong out of there. Just give it a little screwdriver. So it's going to play ball. That's going to have to come off and all of it. Should do it hopefully. Come on. So hopefully now I should be able to pull that little line. All the way down. Down and out. That's the plan. There we go. That's them 2 bits of rubber off. Now the coil. Just come out. That's a coil. There you go. Right state. Over there. That's that side all out. Apart from the keyway. All good there. Put that back in there. And there's the bolts for the coil. So we just need to get the clutch side off now. So I've got the foam keep going off. I can make a bit of brute force with my hand. Come on, come to Papa. Just going from one way. This one might undo the other way. Sometimes do on these. There we go, other way. That's why it was coming off. But everyone was shouting at the screen then, "It's the other way, you idiot." Oh well, I figured it. Now I'm done. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's meant to have that much play. It might actually do. Everything seems up to order. There's a clutch. Yeah, so just need to get the clutch off now. killing myself. I guess these little notches in there. Now to get something in, to try and shock it off like you do on the strippers and stuff. Right, what I'm going to do is try leaving it on because I can't find a video on it. So, if anyone does know how to get that clutch off, it looks like I might need some sort of specialist tool for it, but I'm not 100% sure. If anyone does know, let me know in the comments, please. So, I'm going to leave it on and see if I can just get it apart, you know what I'm saying? Get these out now. Easier said than done. So, it's going to be 4. It's pretty easy strip down though, as in like, you know, being the same sort of things like ts350. Pretty easy. Just take this rope out. Just going to be getting. I'll have to leave that in a bit until I can get this off. At least we can have a good look at the piston there. I know it runs, so I'm not too worried. Come on. There we go. So if there's any markings, I'm not too worried because it revved up perfectly fine. Stayed idling and everything. Then we'll get other stuff ordered this week. Hopefully we can get it in this week. And then next week I can do the part 2, which will be, I'll probably do a sanding off video. You don't want to watch that, because it's a bit of a pain, isn't it, really? You know, it's the same old. I'll probably do that off camera. So let's set off. I'm not sure if we have to take this off. I don't think we do. I think that, yeah, that's connected. So what we need to do now is try and pry it up a bit. You just want to be careful when you're doing it because these veins do pop off nice and easy. These do fall off and snap very easy, so you want to be careful when you're doing it. Just slowly, not too heavy handed. There we go. Still going to need a bit more prying. There we go. Yeah, as I thought, it's not too bad in there. Get these bolts out of here. That can be cleaned up then. You can see. Hopefully you can see. The bore is pretty darn clean. Not too bad. What I'm going to do is leave it there. See if anyone does know how to take that clutch off. Alright. See if anyone knows how to take that clutch off. And then I'll try again. So hopefully someone knows how to take the clutch off. So what I'm going to do is spin the camera around and we'll have a look at the sticker wall. So the new sticker is Mend It Man. So thanks for that. As you can see, there's everyone on there. So if you do want a sticker, please email me up. Mend It Man does loads of projects on his channel. He's got some good stuff. He's got loads of machines, absolute loads. So yeah, I'll leave a link for Mend It Man down below. So if you did like this part 1 to this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all of that. And if you can help me with getting this clutch off, please let me know. Thank you. So what I'll do from now to the next video, I'll clean it all up, get it sanded ready. Come in here overnight after work, you know what I'm saying. Have a few hours sanding, and then we'll get it ready. But I need to try and get that clutch off because I don't want to smack this too much and it cracks or anything. So yeah, if anyone does know how to get that clutch off, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.